Tim Howard, Nicky Butt, Ryan Giggs and Ruud van Nistelrooy, all of whom missed last weekend's damaging draw at Fulham. Quinton Fortune's midweek injury further stretches the defence, already without Ferdinand, Gary Neville and Silvestre, so Roy Keane will play alongside Wes Brown at the centre of defence. Fulham manager Chris Coleman has not made the trip to Old Trafford on his doctor's advice, but he has advised Steve Keane on the team selection. Zat Knight comes in for the cup-tied Ian Pearce. Fit again, Lee Clark comes back at the expense of Bobby Petter, and 8 of this 11 started Fulham's 3-1 win here in October. Referee Rob Stiles as Manchester United prepare to attack the scoreboard end of Old Trafford. Fulham in white, one of only 2 teams to have beaten Manchester United here this season. Will they repeat the medicine in the FA Cup? Touch from Goma. Fletcher's forward ball testing Volts. Malbronk. O'Shea's challenge was a good one. Van Nistelrooy. Kept in by Ronaldo. Good cross too. Zat Knight there just ahead of Ryan Giggs. Ronaldo again. It's Van Nistelrooy, it's Giggs. Fulham right on the back foot from the off. Malbronk. He's got the free kick, but he had the ball, Malbronk, and he wanted an advantage. Boa-Morte and Davis over the free kick. And it's Boa-Morte. Louis Saha scored both goals in Fulham's 3rd round victory over Cheltenham. Scholes. Ronaldo in behind Green. Giggs in the middle. Volts did well. It's a really good ball in by Ronaldo. Been a really good start to the game. Phil Neville. This was when Ronaldo got in behind Green. Paul Scholes with the pass and Volts did well. Here's Howard, closed down by his countryman McBride, who did well, and Wes Brown, not sure-footed when he needed to be, and John O'Shea used his head in more ways than one. Just a little flutter at the back for Manchester United, though. Here's Fletcher, that's a good ball. Here's Ronaldo. Van Nistelrooy in the middle. Van Nistelrooy! Great chance. Lightning Manchester United break. Just had to check his run, Van Nistelrooy, and wait for the cross of Ronaldo. Made it a harder chance than it might have been if the cross had been half a yard in front rather than half a yard behind. There's Steve Keane making his notes, and Dave Besson. Here's Davis. Boa-Morte. Fulham's free kick. No surprise to see Zat Knight trotting forward at 6'6". You'd want him in the opposition penalty area for a set piece. And there he is. It's Davis. That's Knight! Straight at Howard. Well, it's not a mystery that he's going to be a danger in the airs that night. But knowing about it is quite a different thing from coping with it. That's still in play. Oh, Boamorte was caught. Boamorte was caught. And Fulham have a penalty. And Manchester United have only themselves to blame. Wes Brown was played into trouble. And there are very few complaints from Manchester United players. All credit to Brian McBride, who kept the ball in play. And Wes Brown missed the ball and took the man. Steve Malbronk against Tim Howard. Malbronk from 12 yards, 1-0 Fulham. Fulham lead at Old Trafford again. Hit firmly and true by Malbronk. Went for power rather than precision. And Howard went the wrong way. And Manchester United are behind. McBride chasing this with Brown. I don't think Howard hit that cleanly to Keane. Free kick. Something jittery about Manchester United. Giggs. Van Nistelrooy! What a response! What a response! And who else but Ruud van Nistelrooy to provide it? Glorious goal. Giggs was played onside by Knight. And Ruud van Nistelrooy levels the tie. Just what Manchester United needed. Boamorte. Played by Keane. Oh, lovely flick. Here's Knight. Oh, I say! What about that? Beautiful flick into his path from Steve Malbronk. And what about this from Zat Knight? 3 inches lower, it's a goal. Howard knew he had no chance. Didn't even get in the picture, Tim Howard. Now space for Ronaldo. Giggs and Van Nistelrooy, and Scholes in the middle. Here's Butt. Played Nicky Butt. Ronaldo. Van Nistelrooy. Giggs. Blocked by Volts. Still they come. Wes Brown. Oh, desperate defence from Fulham. Ryan Giggs denied by Moritz Volts on the line. This is some cup tie. Butt's header. Davis. Whistle's gone. Manchester United have a free kick. A foul on Nicky Butt. Taken by Fletcher to Ronaldo. Great control. Oh, Green stripped him. Definitely a free kick. Up to Rob Stiles whether there'll be any more. Fulham Have a two-man wall covering that near post. Van der Sar will have big questions running through his mind here. Is Giggs going to go for the near post, or is he going to cross? He's got 6 in red to aim for, Ryan Giggs. Oh, I say, any touch at all from Roy Keane or Ruud van Nistelrooy, and it was 2-1. It's a brilliant ball in by Giggs. Any touch there or there, and it's a goal. All about the quality of the delivery from Giggs. Morte. Lee Clark. Morte. Green's down the touchline. Morte. He's looking for a foul from Wes Brown, who obliged. Five in the middle for Fulham. It's Davis. Looking for the near post flick, Legwinski, and again, and Howard saves. Tim Howard finds himself in exactly the right place. It's Morte. Oh, Green. Left prostrate. But Davis with a free kick. Brown away, Clark. And the end of an absorbing half in which Wes Brown and Roy Keane combined to provide Fulham with a penalty for the foul by Brown on Morte. Steed Malbronk put Fulham in front, but Manchester United's response was swift and predictable. Ruud van Nistelrooy with the equaliser. And at half-time, it is Manchester United 1, Fulham 1. No half-time substitutions made by either manager. Manchester United towards the Stretford end in the second period. This is Brown. And no offside flag here. Ronaldo has got in behind Green, who recovered well. That's out of play. Phil Neville couldn't keep it in. Alex Ferguson with Walter Smith, his new assistant. The pair of them have 33 major trophies won between the two of them. Walter Smith won 9 in his time at Rangers to add to the 24 that Sir Alex Ferguson has won with Aberdeen and Manchester United. Nicky Butt. He's just caught Fletcher, but Manchester United have the advantage. It's Scholes. No, there's no advantage to be had there. McBride with the foul. Buzz around the Manchester United fans is the appearance of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer warming up. And here's Ryan Giggs. It's Giggs. Good save, Van der Sar. And just about managed to reel in the rebound as well. Good play by United. And well watched by Van der Sar. Oh, Ronaldo bearing down behind Adam Green. Phil Neville to take. Van Nistelrooy, Scholes and Giggs all in the middle. Neville to cross. It was attacked by Butt. Here's McBride. Well, one back. Fletcher, Scholes. Fletcher for the return. Collision with Volts. Free kick, Manchester United in a very promising position indeed. Good play by Fletcher. And there is the foul by Volts, which brings the yellow card for the former Arsenal defender. Who now will take the role of magician and who the glamorous assistant? Giggs and Ronaldo and Scholes. It's Ronaldo. Oh, it's brilliant. That bar's taken a pounding today. Here's O'Shea. Fulham's throw in, but Ronaldo hits the woodwork with a free kick reminiscent of you-know-who. Looks like Fulham are about to make a double change. Barry Hales and Mark Pembridge. Hales, I would imagine, to try to offer some support. But at the other end, it's Ronaldo with Van Nistelrooy in the middle. Ruud Van Nistelrooy for Manchester United, who lead. Ronaldo's delivery. Van Nistelrooy's finish. Fulham with their eye off the ball for a moment. And in the twinkling of an eye, they are behind. The pace of Ronaldo and the positioning of Van Nistelrooy, who could barely miss. And Fulham now have a game to chase. Ruud Van Nistelrooy scores twice in the Cup again, as he did against Manchester City in the last round. Hales. Done well, Hales. Here's Boamorte. Still Boamorte. Two in the middle. It's Malbranche. It's a corner, and it was Fulham's best attack of the second half. Did really well, Boamorte. Davis and Petter and Malbranche were queuing up, and Manchester United were stretched, really stretched, for almost the first time in the second period. Pembridge's corner. That's off O'Shea. They'll have another one. Bobby Petter to take. Have to commit players forward here, Fulham. Davis got a little touch on it. Fletcher to safety. No one in red is forward. Hales the target. O'Shea's header. Jemba. Neville towards Ronaldo. Volts won the header. Won it well too. Malbranche. Moritz Volts. It's a Manchester United throw. Not quite so baby-faced as he once was, perhaps. But still a potential assassin in front of goal. Here's Volts. Hales. Boamorte. Is there something on here for Fulham? Boamorte's shot. Howard at full stretch. Good save by Tim Howard. And it needed to be. Because there were two hoping to follow up and tap in. And with a less firm touch, they would have done. Van Nistelrooy, he's done really well, Ruud Van Nistelrooy. Well, Goma hasn't got it away. Solskjaer to Scholes, they're queuing up in the middle for the third. Scholes, good block by Green. Phil Neville. Paul Scholes, Van der Sar, now Fulham in a hurry. But the chances escape them. And 2 goals from Ruud Van Nistelrooy have put Manchester United into their first FA Cup semi-final for 5 seasons. And it has finished at Old Trafford. Manchester United 2, Fulham 1.
I think it was a good cup tie. You know, I think they played their part, Fulham. They're very hard.